Alright, we are back here on Ultimate Dirt TV for the final race of the Australian Fixed Setup WP Concreting 410 Fixed Series live from the Lanier National Speedway. The track is gonna be black slick. Slick from top to bottom. Qualifying getting underway or already underway. We've had quite a number of drivers take to the time. In fact, 17 drivers have taken the time. 1 second. Separate your top, I think 19 drivers or 18 drivers. Top 17, Luke Muir. One of the last cars to go out in that 555 machine. The race honours entry. So what time Luke Muir can do. Will he beat Joe Berkeley's time with a 12.557? First lap time for Luke Muir is 14th place. Lap number 2. Now each driver will get to make that 3 time laps. He will not improve on his second lap. Lance Bainton, the last car to go out and take a qualifying time. We'll see what Lance Bainton can do in that number 19 machine. In that Priority Aviation Jason Johnson skin. First lap for Lance Bainton is 14th quick. With a 12.918, I think. Can he go better on his second lap? He does not go better. And that will conclude qualifying here as we get set for the main event to come up here in just a moment. In fact, we're just waiting on the cars to get on the racetrack, and then we will bring you the last race of the season. Some drivers have really shown they know how to get to the front, whether it's in qualifying or in a race late in this late in the season. One of those names come to mind is Nathan Norman. He was sort of an unknown driver coming into one of the rounds. I think it might have been at Lanier or USA, and you know, he really made his presence felt. In fact, picked up a win and then a couple of podiums as well. So he's certainly one to look out for, that's for sure. So it looks like we've still got a couple of minutes in qualifying, as all drivers haven't turned all 3 of their laps. So there it is, the checkered flag comes out and we get set for the final race of the night, and we'll go through your starting grid. Joel Berkeley and Bruce Smith occupy row number 1. I dare say the number 9 will go to the back of the bus. Row number 2 on the inside, the 7 of Aaron Kelly lines up alongside the 22 of Cody Morosky. Row 3, Trent Vardy on the inside, and Brett Jr. Morris out of position at number 6. Position 7, the 024 of Sean O'Hara lines up alongside the 71 of Gavin Sadler out of position number 8. The number 2 of Nathan Norman lines up position number 9, Zach Phelan out of position number 10. Bob King and Daniel Vassell line up in 11th and 12th. 13th will be Lachlan Smith, Lance Bainton in 14th. 15th will be Luke Muir and John Schultz out of position number 16. Scott Butler and Daniel Griffin, row number 9, and row number 10 at the back. Dylan Peters in car number 43. And we'll get that there. The final race of the series. And looks like Joel Berkeley will go and get himself an EOL, end of line penalty, and he will start from position number 19. This is it, the last race of the series. The drivers get the one to go Who will take out race number 2? I believe this was around 10. I believe I'd have to go back and double check. Aaron Kelly and Bruce Smith, your front row. We'll keep an eye. We get set to go green off turn number 4, and we are racing under the lights. Vardy in that 11, up into position number 4, looking at the inside of Brett Jr. Morrissey, works to the outside. Nathan Norman in that target number 2, the black and white machine. Up into position number 5, and Alex to the inside of Vardy. Here comes Kelly, working through the middle of Brett Jr. Morris. A lot of the drivers now, this time, a lot of them are using the top of the racetrack. Maybe learned something from Joel Berkeley on race number 1. As we look through the back of the back, Zach Phelan and Danny Vassell. Right now, a couple of teammates in the Gavin Sadler Racing entries, and right in behind them is Gavin Sadler himself and Lachlan Smith. They almost made contact. Sean O'Hara as well. So there's a bunch of GSR cars right there. Cody Morosky. We've got a car up into the wall. And it's going to be the 19 of Lance Bainton. He's going to be done for in this one. So the first caution comes out for race number 2. The final race. Will we see a classic to end it? We've seen a great race in race number 1. What will race 2 be like? The lights are out. On the pace track, Bruce Smith has command of the field. Brett Jr. Morris, Aaron Kelly, your top 3 drivers at the moment. Bruce Smith gets us back underway, and we're back racing at Lanier. Danny Vassell into the wall in 1 and 2. He loses a ton of spots. Lachlan Smith throws a big slider. Here comes Morosky as well, throwing some slide jobs and haymakers himself. Rides in behind the 024. The yellow is out. Daniel Griffin in car number 29. In that American Racing Custom Wheels. The Caneric Racing, Caneric Healthcare, car number 29. Finds himself out of this one. So the second caution, much similar to like race number 1. We see a couple of early cautions, but then we had a couple of finishes, or a couple of laps to finish out race 1 under green flag, with Berkeley and King throwing some big sliders on each other. I assume the lights will turn off this time by, as Bruce Smith in car number 14 leads the number 4, Brett Jr. Morris, Aaron Kelly in 7, in car number 7 in 3rd. Here back to Nathan Norman, Gavin Sadler, looks like Lachlan Smith, Danny Vassell back through the field. So keep an eye on the 14. And the lights are back to green flag. So Nathan Norman in that 2 machine to the outside of Kelly. Down into 3 and 4. He makes the pass. Kelly may need just to come up a lane if he's going to want to hang on to a top 5. He's got Sadler and Lachlan Smith, a couple of teammates duking it out. Sadler Cops a bit of contact from Smith. Right front meets left rear. Generally doesn't end well for the guy with the right front. So a lot of these drivers are on the top side of the racetrack, and we are back under yellow. This time it's the 78 of John Schultz. Unfortunately, we don't have any replays for you guys here tonight, but that 78 just struggling to get that car on pit road, and we'll be forced to call a tow. Daniel Griffin looking to come back out on the racetrack in that 29, obviously served his tow, and the crew getting that car worked. Danny Vassell coming down pit road in that number 97 machine. So he should be able to go around, get a quick repair, that which these drivers are allowed to get one per race. So if you have contact and you drive back into the pit, you can go into the pits, and as long as you stay on the lead lap, well, you're good. Even if you're a lap down, you have to just be a lap down, but number 97 using that quick repair for the time being. Race truck is back into pit road, and we have 21 laps remain, so almost past the half race distance, and this is about where we see the drivers start to get a wriggle on. And they should have enough track time right now to know what the track is changing and what it's developing like. We'll try and keep an eye on our guys from 1 and 2 in the last races. Bob King works to the inside. Oh wow, I'm sure Bob King got involved in that one, along with Berkeley Morosky involved, and I think that may have been caused with Morosky and Muir coming together. So Berkeley and King not so lucky in race number 2. Muir still on the racetrack in the 555. So once again, impressed by Nathan Norman as well in that target number 2. He's had quite a bit of airtime over the past 6 weeks or so. He's certainly made an impression here on us guys here at Ultimate Dirt TV. Sort of an unknown name, but made himself into a household name in your regular weekly series here. So the 4th caution of the night, and that'll mean 12 so far. Half of this race that has been completed have been under yellow flags, so drivers still having a bit of a tough time. Green is back out, and we're back underway. Can Bruce Smith hang on for a win in the final round of the series? Will Brett Jr. Morris get a win? Will it be Nathan Norman, or will it be someone else? At this stage, it's the 14 of Bruce Smith, but here comes Junior Morris with a slider into turn 3 and 4. He takes the race lead, but Bruce Smith will return serve. 0.133 behind the leader as they went across the start-finish line that on the previous lap. Slow job, and Brett Junior Morris into the wall big time in front of the half the field. Wow, Phelan just gets through. He goes on his side but comes back on all fours. And Vassell back in the pits. And you gotta feel sorry for Junior Morris. That was Zach Phelan as well, one of the last cars that was upside down. So the caution comes back out. Just trying to think how many cautions We've had so far 5 cautions for 15 laps. So Bruce Smith is continuing to lead Nathan Norman, Aaron Kelly. Geez, those 3 guys would do wrapped to finish out the series with a podium. But man, Bruce Smith would love to pick up a win here. Lights go out. So they go into 1 and 2 this time. 8 laps left to run. Can we finish under green, or will we be barred by cautions in race number 2? We're back underway, and Bruce Smith gets a good jump on the rest of the field. Nathan Norman second, Lachlan Smith. Oh, Norman, Kelly, Smith. Contact, they keep it going, and Gavin Sadler, one of the big winners in that one, potentially looking to the outside for a podium. Here comes Sean O'Hara as well. Look at the 9, just making his way through the field as well. Kelly with a slide job on Norman. Wow, this is interesting right now. There is a ton of cars. Berkeley gives a big don't argue to Sean O'Hara. As Berkeley are up to position number 5, looking for 4th on the inside. 5 to run. Into 1 and 2, and Berkeley through the middle takes up position number 3. Oh, there was heavy contact. Oh, we are yellow with 5 to go. Make that 4 to go. We will, or we should, get a 1-lap shootout to finish us off for the series. And if this is correct, when these drivers line up behind the pace truck, if Joel Berkeley is in second, just 3 words are on his mind. Just send it. And it looks like he will be in second. Aaron Kelly in third, Nathan Norman 4th, and Luke Muir up to position number 5. So this is interesting. Should be on 2 to green right now. See if the lights stay on the pace truck, and in fact, there they go. The lights are off. So this will be 39 laps complete. Keep an eye on Berkeley. You know he's going to go for the win. He's not going to want to run second. Not to anyone. We are back underway, and a good start from both your top 2. Into 1 and 2. Nose to tail. Northern with a slide on Kelly. Into 3 and 4. Berkeley's going to try and keep it pinned to the high side of the racetrack. Into turn 3 and 4. Out of turn 4. Contact. Bruce Smith has it at the line, I'm sure. What a race. Smith and Berkeley. They were caught and tangled together at the line, and .026. The win will go to the 14 of Bruce Smith. He will lead all 40 laps. Joel Berkeley second. Third is going to go to Aaron Kelly. 4th, Nathan Norman. Luke Muir rounds out your top 5. And even that was close. A 10th and a bit just separating 4th and 5th. Sean O'Hara, Gavin Sadler, Lachlan Smith, Cody Morosky, Daniel Griffin rounding out your top 10. We go over to the page, and it's going to be Scotty Butler, Zach Phelan, Danny Vassell, Brett Jr. Morris, Bob King, John Schultz, Trent Vardy, and Lance Bainton, and Dylan Peters rounding out your field as we have a chat with our top 3. As we bring in 3rd place finisher tonight in that number 7 machine, Aaron Kelly. Aaron, congratulations on the 3rd place. You got to be happy with the result.
Yeah, it's good to finally get a podium. Just tried to, I guess, hold my line, and got a bit nervous there when we almost came together. But yeah, it's good to finally get a result in the series. And
there was a ton of cars sort of battling it out for that final podium spot just before that yellow come out with 5 to go. And man, I tell you, that was anyone's race to win.
Yeah, it was. A bit annoying. There was a teammate that caused that last yellow just as I was trying to crisscross back on Joel. But yeah, that was really, it was a good track, good racy track, and yeah, I'm just really happy with third, pretty stoked with it, and yeah.
Alright, got any sponsors or shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, just like to say, obviously thanks to my team, SRT, Supreme Racing Team, and yeah, just Fenatech and Shake Labs.
They have Aaron Kelly coming home in third, coming home in second by .026. Joel, for some reason, you linear sprint cars 410s always seem to be a close battle, but man, that was a close race and a close finish.
Yeah, it was a close race there. We got killed early on in that race, so I had nothing. Someone just went up on a bit above the capability and crashed there and took Bob out, and I hit and fixed the car. But yeah, bit of a shame. I got left no room out turn 4, but hey, it's racing, and yeah, maybe if you just stick to the top, you'd be better.
And what were you thinking there on that that last corner going into 3 and 4, and you seen Bruce sort of dive to the bottom?
Oh, I would have won the race if I didn't get ran out of room there. Yeah, I got no doubts in that, but Bruce did what he had to do, and congrats to Bruce on the win.
Alright, once again, mate, any sponsor shout outs you want to give?
Oh yeah, massive thanks to you for broadcasting it, Brett, the boys at TTL Esports Media down to Graphics and Hyper Simulate.
Alright, well done on the
series, hopefully improve it next season.
Alright, well done on the first and second tonight in the final round. And picking up the win here tonight in car number 14, probably by his closest ever margin, Bruce Smith. Congratulations on a hard-fought victory there. In the end, you got to be pleased about the result. You may need to just click on the...
You got me there, mate?
Yep, do now.
Yeah, sorry, mate. First race was pretty average tonight, but I got going there in the second one. It was fun. That Joel Berkeley, though, he's a hot shoe.
He had to talk about your race. Yeah, didn't really have too many challenges there at the start, and then all of a sudden, you know, that 9 comes through the field. You have a yellow with 5 to go, essentially giving us a one-lap shootout. What was your mind, and what were you thinking going into that last restart?
Oh, I know he was going to have a red hot go, so I got a clean start and ran the high side 1 and 2, and I was sure he was going to do a slide job, so I half choked and went to the middle and lost all my momentum, got stuck on all that nasty stuff. So lucky to get the win, really, but a lot of fun, man. I love these races. They're just great on the dirt.
They certainly are, but you had a pretty good series overall, and how have you gone so far in the series?
Yeah, I've only been on iRacing for about 2 months, so maybe a bit more, but yeah, so it's pretty awesome. I haven't been able to really finish a race this season, but at least I've got one done there at the end. Looking forward to the next series.
Mate, you got any sponsors or shout outs you want to give?
No, mate, just thanks for hosting. It's awesome.
Alright, well done on the win, buddy. Bruce Smith picking up the win in the final race of the series here at the WP Concreting 410 Fixed Setup Series, presented by Australian Fixed Setup Racing. Feel free to give those guys a like and follow them on Facebook as well. They do an awesome job with regards to putting on these events. So I want to thank Danny Vassell and the team at AFSR for allowing Ultimate Dirt TV to cover about 3/4 of their series. It was sort of a deal that was sort of struck late in there, or late somewhere, whenever it was. But Danny, if you do rewatch this, mate, thank you for allowing us to cover your events. It's been a blast. We've had Sean O'Hara in the booth here a couple of times, so we want to thank Sean for coming in and helping us out here at Ultimate Dirt TV. And feel free to give Ultimate Dirt TV a like on Facebook. Give us a subscription onto YouTube as well. We do go live quite a bit during the week as well. And if you do want to have your broadcast race, or if you want to be a sponsor here at Ultimate Dirt TV, like BK Designs, feel free to message the Facebook page and we can talk sponsorship deals. It doesn't have to cost you a lot of money, and you can get your logo and your company out on these broadcasts that we do. So on behalf of everyone here at Ultimate Dirt TV, we say goodnight. My name's Brett Wheeler, and we'll see you next time.